is the story of Cinderella, the girl with the gentle heart. Long ago, in a quiet kingdom, surrounded by rolling hills and silver rivers, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Ella. She had bright eyes full of hope and a smile that could warm even the coldest day. When Ella was very young, her beloved mother passed away. Before leaving the world, her mother had whispered, "Stay brave and stay kind, no matter what happens." Ella never forgot those words. Some years later, her father remarried, hoping Ella would have a mother's care again. But the woman he married was proud and cold. She had 2 daughters of her own who were just as selfish as she was. Not long after, Ella's father also passed away, and the house that once felt full of love became a place of hardship. From that day on, Ella was treated like a servant in her own home. She woke before sunrise to clean floors, wash dishes, fetch water, and cook meals. Her stepsisters wore silk gowns while she wore old faded dresses. They laughed while she worked,
because she often sat near the fireplace after finishing her chores.
covered in ashes from the hearth. Her stepsisters mockingly called her Cinderella. But even though they were cruel, Cinderella never allowed bitterness to take root in her heart. She believed kindness was a strength, not a weakness. One bright morning, a royal messenger arrived in the town square with an announcement. The king was hosting a grand ball at the palace. Every young woman in the kingdom was invited. The prince would attend, and it was said he hoped to find someone special. Excitement spread everywhere.
Cinderella's stepsisters immediately began planning their outfits.
They ordered ribbons, jewels, perfumes, and the finest shoes. Cinderella helped them prepare. She stitched torn hems, styled their hair, and polished their jewelry.
When she finally gathered the courage to ask, "May I go to—"
Her stepmother laughed sharply. You belong here. Someone must clean while we enjoy ourselves." The door shut behind them, leaving Cinderella alone in the silent house. She walked into the garden, tears shining in her eyes, but not falling. "I only wished to see the palace once," she whispered. Suddenly, a soft glow filled the air.
A gentle woman appeared, holding a shining wand.
"My dear child," the woman said kindly, "you shall go to the ball." With a wave of her wand, magic sparkled around them.
A pumpkin turned into a magnificent golden carriage.
Small mice transformed into elegant horses.
Her warm dress shimmered into a gown of silver and light.
On her feet appeared delicate glass slippers that sparkled like stars.
Cinderella gasped in wonder, but the fairy godmother spoke gently. "Remember, this magic will last only until midnight. When the clock strikes 12, everything will return to what it was." Cinderella nodded, her heart racing with excitement. When she arrived at the palace, conversations fell silent. No one recognized her.
She looked radiant, not only because of her gown, but because her kindness shone through her eyes.
The prince noticed her immediately. He approached with a respectful bow and asked her to dance. They danced beneath crystal chandeliers, laughing and talking as though they had known each other forever. The prince was surprised by her warmth and sincerity. She spoke not of riches or titles, but of gardens, books, and hope. For the first time, he felt truly understood.
Suddenly, the first chime of midnight echoed through the hall.
Cinderella! The second chime rang. "I must go,"
she whispered urgently. She hurried down the palace steps as the clock continued to strike.
In her haste, one of her glass slippers slipped from her foot and remained on the stairs. By the time the clock finished striking 12, she had disappeared into the night. Her gown returned to rags, her carriage to a pumpkin.
But the slipper remained.
The prince found the delicate glass slipper and made a declaration.
I will marry the one whose foot fits this shoe.
Messengers traveled from house to house. Many tried to force their feet into the slipper, but none succeeded. Finally, they reached Cinderella's home.
Her stepsisters eagerly tried first, squeezing and struggling, but the slipper would not fit.
Cinderella quietly stepped forward. "May I try?"
she asked. Her stepmother protested, but the royal guard allowed her.
She slipped her foot into the glass slipper. It fit perfectly. Gasps filled the room. Then Cinderella calmly reached into her pocket and revealed the matching slipper. There was no doubt.
The prince recognized her at once, not by her clothes, but by her gentle voice and kind smile. She returned to the palace, not as a servant, but as a future queen.
Yet Cinderella never forgot her past. She treated everyone in the palace with respect, even those who had once been unkind to her. In time, she became known not just for her beauty, but for her compassion and wisdom. And so, she and the prince built a life filled not only with royal celebrations, but with understanding, kindness, and love. And they lived happily ever after. Moral of the story: true beauty shines from within. Kindness is the greatest strength of all.